If food writing doesn't work out, I think I'll just buy a pair of like high-heeled sneakers and become one of those pump-up people at bar mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs. Holidays in my kitchen are crowded and chaotic, but in the best way possible. We decided that we'd have like our keynote holiday where we'd celebrate all the holidays in one. We celebrate Thanksgiving, then we celebrate Christmas, and then we also celebrate Bhai Dooj, which is an Indian holiday. My mother cooks an entire feast for 20 to 40 people by herself. There's like wild rice with mushrooms, there's matar paneer, there's puri, which is sort of a fried bread. There's aloo ka rasa, which is potato soup, but really the thing that encapsulates the holidays is my mom's kaddu, which is her butternut squash. It's basically this sweet and sour butternut squash dish. I feel like a lot of people think the only way to make butternut squash is to roast it, but my mom sort of taught me that the best way to do it is to kind of just saute it low and slow to really like release the sweetness of the squash and mix it with a bunch of spices, and it's just this like perfect like sweet and sour combination. There's not a single dish that screams the holidays more than that butternut squash. Thank you for watching my squash cutting tutorial. You'd think that as a food writer that I would be in the kitchen during the holidays, but when you're a food writer who wrote a cookbook with their mother, who's an amazing cook, you will always be the sort of like latchkey kid who's not great at chopping. So my mom almost never allows me in the kitchen unless it's at like 5 o'clock and we're pouring wine. Okay, we're good. Chopping completed. Now it's easy street from here. So the trick to this kaddu recipe is honestly just starting with whole spices. And that's the trick to so much of Indian cooking. The whole version just has so much more flavor, it's so much more aromatic. Indian aunties and uncles, they're always starting with the whole spices. In our family, everyone kind of has these roles, and I've never really settled into one. So my dad, he goes out to Costco to buy the magnums of wine. My sister kind of handles setting the table, putting all the silverware out, and then my mom does the cooking, and my dad will help her with the chopping, and he'll do the dishes. So I've kind of been left almost as a floater, so I just kind of help wherever I can help. You know what, like bar mitzvahs, there's like people you hire to be like party starters who like get the crowd really pumped up. I would say that's as close, that's what my role is in the holidays. I'm like the party starter. We usually invite a lot of extended family, so I think this year we have 40 people. I will be really impressed to see my mother cook for 40. Maybe she'll finally let me into the kitchen this year because she needs the help. So you know when it's ready, when you can cleanly stick your fork in and you can eat it and it's like tender to the touch and tender to the taste. Oh, that's good. So hot. Oh my God. Why would I do that?
It just got the steam coming out of your mouth.
We don't have mashed potatoes on our table because we have this kaddu and it's better. It's like mashed potatoes, but more flavorful and with so much more texture. Let's check on this. Okay, cool. It's looking good. Pretty much done. Just gonna give it a few extra seconds. I'm really nervous about a repeat of last time, guys. Yum. Oh my God, we're gonna have squash for days. It's like everything you want. Sweet, tangy, a little spicy. Got some nice acid to it. I wish we had puri. I've always been a little bit tepid about throwing parties, and it's not because I don't like entertaining or having people over. It's because like I don't like messing up my apartment, and I have a lot of social anxiety about like whether or not people will actually show up. But I think this year Seth and I wanted to have like a big party where Seth made a bunch of baked goods, like pies, maybe croissants, like some baklava, cookies. I feel like by saying it out loud, the party will happen. And I hope that we can start some kind of tradition, because I really love the holidays. One thing that I definitely will be having at that holiday party is I plan to make like a big pot of chai. Chai is kind of everything to many Indian families, including mine. Nothing makes me feel more at ease than chai. I'll definitely have that at the party. If nothing else, it just like makes the entire room smell amazing. You're gonna add your sugar, and then you're just gonna crush like 2 to 3 cardamom pods. So you're just gonna do that, and then I just put everything in, pod and all. For me, the holidays are just like a reminder of how lucky I am that I'm surrounded by such amazing family and friends, and that I get to actually spend a lot of time with them. I truly am so bad at evaluating how much milk to add. It's hard to know until you actually mix it. The thing about chai is you don't want to have it really hot. I like having it warm, but not boiling lava hot. You can totally strain it, but my mom just kind of like lets the cardamom sink at the bottom, because it's just like continues infusing the tea with flavor, and then like whatever, you've got like a little sedimenty stuff at the bottom of the tea. That's how you know you're done drinking. Oh, that's good. Okay, that's it. Chai is so easy. I'll be thinking about how my mom is gonna be watching this video at home and like probably thinking about all the stuff I'm doing wrong, if I'm being honest. That's what I think every time I make anything of my mom's. I'm like, oh God, she's gonna tell me I cut the butternut squash too small, didn't put enough cardamom, too little sugar. But of course I'll be thinking of her and the holidays. Like during time like this, when you're a food writer, like the holidays are kind of like your Super Bowl. But like once November hits, I'm literally counting down the days until I get to go home. All of us are. It just truly is like the happiest time of the year for me.